Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be questions in regarding towards how to become a Zumba instructor. I just wanted to make this as personal as possible and just get straight to the real answer that everyone's looking for in case if becoming a Zumba instructor is something that you're interested in. So I'm going to really just pretty much weigh out all the pros, all the benefits of becoming a Zumba instructor and any questions that you might actually have. So I have my handy dandy phone here and I actually wrote down some questions that I knew that I wanted to know when I wanted to become an instructor. And I figured that I just pretty much share these questions with you, so let's start them out. How do you become a Zumba instructor? So becoming a Zumba instructor is very, very easy, to be honest with you guys. It might be a lot more easier than you can think of. You don't really need any type of experience or resume or anything like that. Basically what you do is you just go to the website, so you go to zumba.com, and then there's a section where it says become an instructor. Once you click on that button, it's going to give you all the instructor trainings in your area. So you're going to put United States, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm in New York, so I put New York, and they're going to give you a ton of dates that you can choose from. I think the one that I paid for was around $226 for my location, and I booked it in advance so that the cost wasn't too much. If you're closer to the due date, then it becomes a lot more expensive. It's basically a one-day training, and you become certified at the end of that day. It's about an 8-hour session. You basically learn about all the dance moves, the 4 basic rhythms, but basically what you want to sign up for is you're going to sign up for Zumba Basic. That's the first certification you would need in order to become a Zumba instructor, and then there's other certifications that you can get from other different sections that they actually have. Okay, so the tools that you would need as a Zumba instructor. So once you go through that training and you get certified at the end of that day, what are the tools that you're basically going to need? They're going to discuss a little bit about the Zen membership. Now, Zen is a Zumba instructor network. What it does, it basically allows you to log onto the Zumba website, you create your own profile, and it's just pretty much the best business marketing tool that you could have as a Zumba instructor. It's not mandatory for you to have the Zen membership. There is a cost to it, a monthly cost to it, or a downright payment if you're doing it you can make a one-time payment and then you hold it every year, and then you would have to make that payment again at the end of every year, but it ends up being more expensive. Or you can do like I think it's $30 to $35 a month. And what's the benefits of becoming a Zen member? So becoming a Zen member, you get more opportunities with jobs. You can sign up for conventions, you get discounts on conventions that they have in Florida and Orlando and different areas. You get discounts on business cards and clothing. You get access to the online website, and to be honest, there's so many benefits to becoming a Zen member, and I'm going to tell you this. If you're really serious about becoming a Zumba instructor and you want to take this maybe to a career as the next level, I would say become a Zen member. If you're someone who's planning to just do this temporarily and it's just for fun and you don't really know if this is something you want to take seriously, I wouldn't say jump into it, but you still have the ability to become a Zen member down the road. So just in case if you want to test it out for a little bit without the Zen membership, great. But if this is something you're planning to take seriously, I would say do it. Did I become a Zen member? Yes, I did. I was probably, out of that class, there was only probably 3 out of 30 people within my class who signed up to become a Zen member, and that's because we all are taking it very seriously and are looking down the road to possibly taking it to a more serious level. Do you need to be a professional dancer or have experience to become an instructor? No. So anybody can become a Zumba instructor, which is great because it gives everybody the opportunity to do something that they love. If Zumba class is something you've been taking for a while, then you get used to it, you get used to the dance steps, and it gives you the opportunity to get into something that's relatively very exciting. The good thing about that is anybody can become a Zumba instructor. The bad thing about it is anybody can become a Zumba instructor. To be honest with you, the ones that tend to be a little bit more successful are the ones who take it a little bit more seriously. The people who really embed their mind and soul into it, and people who invest all their time and efforts into it. I would say if this is something that's very serious to you and you don't have any dance background, it's okay. You can learn it. It is relatively easy to catch on, but you have to make sure that you have enough energy and endurance to do so, because it is a lot of work, it's a lot of dancing, it's a lot of different styles to learn, and you're constantly changing. So like I said, included with the Zen membership, you also get CDs where you learn dance steps and you learn new music, so you're always constantly changing it up just so that everything doesn't become so consistent and boring. But if you're someone who adapts to change very easily, it's something that's going to be very great for you, and if you are an experienced dancer, this would be like two pieces of cake for you. Do I have the dance experience? I do have dance experience. You know, as long as you've been taking the classes and you have an idea of what it is like in order to become a Zumba instructor. How much does Zumba pay? So, becoming a Zumba instructor, Zumba doesn't directly pay you. What happens is you get an affiliation with a gym, and the gym decides to pay you as an instructor, whether you are working as a temp or whether you have a permanent spot at the gym. Some gyms can start you off at $20 per class. So they'll give you, you'll pretty much be making $20 per class, depending on your experience, how well you are, and how big of a hot commodity you are. Let's just put it that way. So if you're bringing in a lot of people to your class, obviously they might end up bumping up your rate. If you've been with the gym for a long time, then they might up your rate. But the majority of the time, depending on the gym, like I said, they'll minimally start you off at $20, or I've heard rumored as much as some instructors getting paid anywhere between $35 to $50 per class. So yeah, you can make it, think about it. If you're teaching 4 classes a day, which is kind of unrealistic, but if you're making this a full-time job, then it's not as bad. So if you're teaching 4 hours a day and you are making the maximum of $50 per hour, you're already making $200 a day. So it's about $1,000 for 5 days. If you're working 5 days straight and you're working 4 hours a day, you're already making about $1,000. And that's just within 1 week. And let's say you're taking 2 days off. So I'm not saying that's what's going to be your schedule, but if you're trying to get an idea of what it can be like if you tend to immerse yourself into the Zumba network and become really good and become one of the top best, you know, you can make anywhere around that range. I don't know of anyone personally that makes that, but I've heard rumors as much as people have been making that. Usually the median that I usually hear people making is anywhere between 30 to 35 per class. That's usually what I normally hear, but I also have heard more. How do I find a job? So the Zumba Instructor Network, about the Zin's really good because it gives you the opportunity to look at job opportunities online on the actual website. I'm looking at my computer right now, which is, I have the Zumba Network on. But you basically can apply online or look for jobs online. I haven't necessarily found this section on the website yet where it gives you the opportunity to do that, but it is really, really good to network. If you've taken Zumba classes, talk to your Zumba instructor, go to other Zumba classes and network with other instructors and see if they ever need coverage or if they ever need temps, if they're going to be away for a while. So as of right now, I am affiliated with a gym. I have signed a contract with a gym, so I am working for a gym, but I'm working as a temp. I don't have a permanent spot, so I am covering for any teachers that end up calling out or getting sick or getting pregnant or decide to go away on vacation. So I do have some type of leeway with that. Luckily, but I've been taking classes at my gym for over a year, so the instructors, I comfortably got to know all of my Zumba instructors, and now I cover for them whenever they need coverage, which is great. But go into a gym, go with your Zumba business card that you can create. As soon as you become a Zen member, you get a discount on your business cards. Walk into a gym. If you have even clothing, like, that's a good marketing tool. If you have like your Zumba outfit and you're just walking into a gym, you know, you're marketing yourself. You are your job application, if you can really think about it. Create your own website in the Zumba network. I also have my own website, so this way when they go onto your business card, you can put your link on the actual website. They can get directly to your website and know exactly what your schedule is like, what you look like, your experience. So there's a lot of ways to get jobs. It's just completely up to you to find out exactly what works best for you and your schedule. The next question is, can I make this a full-time career? I would say yes. I think you can make becoming a Zumba instructor a full-time career. I've heard a lot of people doing it. I know my instructors, one of my instructors does it as a full-time career, the other one does it temporarily, and she has another job on the actual side. But you can make it an actual career. Think about it. If this is something that you completely do and you don't have any other job, like, you can pretty much make the same amount of money as a person working an average job. You know, there are no real health benefits or anything like that, unless I guess you're working corporate, but you know, as long as you're teaching consistently, you're teaching a bunch of classes and you're constantly covering, and you know, you are building yourself your own reputation, then everybody's going to want to work with you. You're going to be making the top of the line money, you're going to be teaching classes all the time, and you'll probably be making the same amount of money as your spouse, if not even more. I personally love being a Zumba instructor. It is a lot more easier, and the best thing that I like about being a Zumba instructor is you get to have a lot of fun with what you do. You're basically getting paid to dance, if you really think about it. Really think about it. If you're going out on a Friday night and you're going out to a bar or you're going out to a club, you're dancing and you're wasting money. As opposed to you going to a Zumba class, teaching Zumba, and you're actually getting paid to dance. Like, there's no real big difference if you really think, I mean, there's a huge difference if you really think about it, but it's so fun. You're working out, you're getting paid to do it, you're dancing, and it's a better cardio than I would say walking on a treadmill or running on a treadmill. You're working out your entire body, and it's super, super fun. It doesn't even feel like you're doing anything really difficult, and it's for everyone. That's the thing that I like about it. There's different Zumba classes that are dedicated to everyone. There's Zumba Gold, which are dedicated to, you know, the much more mature audience. There's Zumbini, which is dedicated to young kids. There's Zumba Aqua, which teaches on a pool or in the water, which is very great. So there's a Zumba class for almost a variety of different things. Okay, those are the basic questions that I have for now. I hope you guys enjoyed all these pros. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of benefits to working to Zumba. I'm not getting paid for this. No one has ever paid me for this. I'm doing this on my own. I figured I'd just give you guys an insight because you guys might be interested, just in case if anyone out there is interested in becoming a Zumba instructor. If there are any questions that I might have missed, please leave it in the description box below. I'm willing to answer any type of question that I can get my hands on. Anyone out there that's interested in it, you know, I would say give it a shot, give it a go. See how you like it. Take classes if you've never taken classes, just so you have an idea of what it is. Just pretty much keep it going from there. If you guys have any questions, like I said, leave it down below. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So I'll leave all that in the description box below also. You guys take care and have a great day. Ciao!